the proposition team to start with the introduction first.
Good morning, everyone. We are from the proposition team. Before we start our debate, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Dwight Marvin Ajaguguk, number 10.
My name Raka Putra Hidayat, number 29.
My name is Ezekiel, absent number 15.
Okay, hi everyone. We are from the contra team of Team 8, and before that, let us introduce ourselves. I am Ahmad Rizal, roll number 3.
I am Erangga Febrian, number 12.
And my name is Nisa Lestari, number 9.
Okay, we start for the arguments from both teams. Start with the proposition teams to give their arguments.
Alright, so the motion is graffiti removing graffiti, is it maintaining order or suppressing creativity? We are pro proposition. People often walk past alleyways and walls covered in graffiti, even though it is not allowed. Graffiti appears in many places, such as public buildings, sidewalks, and even in private property. Some people enjoy drawing or writing on the walls, and even if they do not own the space. As time goes on, more and more people start doing it, which makes it harder to keep public areas clean.
Next, when graffiti is not removed, it can make a place look messy and unwelcome. Public space should be clean and pleased, but graffiti can make them look neglected. Some graffiti may include truth words, inappropriate picture, or gang symbol, which can make people feel uncomfortable or unsafe. Even if the graffiti is not offensive, random drawing and scribble can make an area look unclean and poor maintained.
Cleaning up graffiti is important because it helps restore a place beauty. When streets, parks, and buildings are well maintained, people feel safer and happier in their surroundings. Keeping an area clean also prevents more graffiti from appearing because it shows that people care about the space. If graffiti is left for too long, others may think it is okay to add more, which can lead to bigger problems.
Our final statement: taking care of graffiti is not just about making a place look nice. It also helps the community feel safe and respected. People are more likely to take care of their neighborhood when they see it being well maintained. Cities can help by cleaning graffiti quickly, making the rules against vandalism even stronger, and even creating special spaces where artists can legally paint. By doing this, communities can stay clean, welcoming, and enjoyable for outsiders. Thank you.
Now we start for the contra team to give their arguments.
Okay, so from the motion of removing graffiti, maintaining order or suppressing creativity, we as the contra team are taking the suppressing creativity part. But first of all, graffiti is a form of visual art that involves writing, drawings, or symbols applied to walls or other surfaces, usually in public places. It is often created using spray paint, markers, or other tools, while some view graffiti as a form of artistic expression, others see it as vandalism when done without permission. Graffiti can convey messages, showcase creativity, or reflect social and political themes. Graffiti can range from single text to elaborate murals. It is often associated with urban culture and can be both controversial and influential in modern art. Another topic on graffiti is about removing them, and whether or not it is an overall good thing, and whether or not it is an overall good thing. by removing a piece of graffiti, it can be seen as a form of infringement on free speech and an act of suppression on creativity. It can, for example, in USA, some graffiti could fall under the First Amendment right, which states that everyone has the right to exercise free speech, and an act of censorship or obstruction of said free speech would count as a form of infringement of the First Amendment. Furthermore, if removing graffiti was said to be an act of maintaining order, it is a good reason in theory. However, in reality, the presence nor absence of a piece of graffiti would only impact the orderly state of a society minimally. If anything, it would just be a waste of time, energy, and resources, as the presence of graffiti rarely affects the life or order of a society in real life. Furthermore, the absence of graffiti in an area that used to already have graffiti would incentivize others to put more graffiti to the now blank space. Thus, the effort to remove graffiti is a futile one.
Next, the removal of graffiti is also a form of suppression of creativity, especially for street artists who use curtain base for their voice. Many of their works are not just ordinary graffiti but contain political, social, and current affairs message. By removing graffiti without considering its value, it is indirectly limiting artists to innovate. It also stifles the creativity of artists who do not have access to galleries. Instead of focusing on removal, it would be better for the government to provide space for them, so that the work of these artists will not clash with the general rules of society.
And overall, graffiti is considered vandalism. Moving is not a good solution. Moving and can be seen as a violation of the freedom to innovate with image. Besides, if there is removal, more graffiti will be created. Instead of focusing on removal, it is better to provide a legal place for them, so that graffiti and the rules of it do not clash. And also, this approach is more balanced between art and rules.
Okay, so thank you for the argument for the both teams. It's time to interrupt each other arguments where team can ask or criticize other team's argument and can be answered. The game until it's stopped or it's not. Who will start first for the question and answer session?
Okay, first of all, we want to ask you a question first. How do you define freedom of speech? Yeah.
Okay, so we would define freedom of speech as what do you mean by freedom of speech? Like the right of freedom of speech or freedom of speech itself?
Both.
The right of freedom of speech would be we having all of us having a right to say whatever we like within a certain criteria or like guidelines. While freedom of speech itself would be us having the ability to speak, to have an opinion on something, like no matter the concept, the view or the object that we have an opinion about.
Okay, so what would you say the guidelines are for freedom of speech?
So first of all, I would think that the guidelines first of all is that we have to be respectful. First of all, because if someone has an opinion on something that is contradictory of our opinion, we both have right to believe in said opinions.
Okay. So, your team provided us the text that explains, yang menjelaskan that freedom. Some people use graffiti. Some artists use graffiti to express their freedom of speech. Now, and then you also say that freedom of speech has basically some guidelines, which, first of all, you said you have to be respectful. Exhibit A. How is this respectful? Yeah. Like,
Okay, first
oh, no.
yeah.
This image contains an image of graffiti in somewhere in the world, which it does not contain it. At least it doesn't look like it has anything to do with expressing your thoughts or expressing your feelings towards anyone or any party. And so, how do you say? I mean, bagaimana reaksi kalian terhadap graffiti yang seperti ini?
Okay. Okay, so first of all, okay, well, first of all, I just like to ask to you first, how is this disrespectful? Because I only said respectful and not disrespectful. Well, as we see, this doesn't really has anything disrespectful, so technically it would be okay because it doesn't offend anyone or really cause any trouble. And our opinion on this is to one of my last point, which was removing piece the absence nor presence of graffiti. Presence of graffiti would only impact the orderly state of a society minimally, because our motion is maintaining order. Well, like that, it might convey that the orderly state of a society is disorderly. However, is it like that in reality? And also, as we see in that picture, although that is messy and doesn't really make sense, however, this is a good thing for as a whole, because by having graffiti filled space, it menghalang orang lain untuk melakukan graffiti lagi. For example, if this wall filled with graffiti was cleaned and gone back to its blank state, then new graffiti artist would come, and we don't know whether the piece of graffiti that they will be putting is respectful or disrespectful. Because in this example, this doesn't make sense, and it's good that it doesn't make sense, because it's better to not make sense than for it to be offensive. In this is just a jumbled up piece of mess. However, if it was a blank space, then people would cover it up with something that is offensive, like a hate speech or something like that.
Oke, enough ya, Dina. So now it's time. The opposition team is welcome to provide a question. Ini udah pakai extra time, jadi sisa 5 menit lagi. Kalau bisa yang lain dia ngomong guys. The 5 minutes will start from now on.
Tadi yang seperti gambar di situ, saya juga daripada menurut kalian daripada menghapus gitu, kenapa kayak enggak di situ kan banyak dilihat kayak graffiti di tembok-tembok itu. Kenapa kayak pemerintah nggak nyediain wadah kayak di Medan ini Street Art Festival Mural Graffiti untuk memberikan wadah dan kesempatan bagi para seniman jalanan lokal yang sering dipandang sebelah mata. Dengan itu kita bisa ngurangin apa sih kasus yang seperti di foto itu.
Oke, let me cook. Kan di sini lu bahas kenapa pemerintah menghapus. Menurut kami definisi menghapus itu adalah tidak sesuai tempat atau waktu. Jadi misal ada graffiti yang menggambar di public space, itu tidak sesuai tempat, jadi dihapus. Nah, kenapa dihapus? Karena tidak sesuai tempat. Nah, kalau kalian sendiri di situ menuliskan menghapus graffiti menghilangkan kreativitas. Kalau kalian membawa kreativitas, berarti jangkauannya luas. Kenapa? Kalian tidak mau menggrafiti entah itu di buku ataupun kalau yang mau dinamis besar lagi di rumah kalian sendiri. Jika kalian tidak menerima, kalian mencoret-coret di rumah sendiri, gimana orang lain menerima kalian mencoret-coret di public space? Sedangkan kalian sendiri tidak bisa menerima kalau kalian mencoret atau membuat graffiti di rumah. Terus juga Erlan membahas kenapa nggak disiapin wadah. Banyak perlombaan tentang lukisan. Lukisan termasuk kreativitas yang tergabung di graffiti. Banyak perlombaan. No thanks. Banyak. Oke, Erlan. Sudah. Ayo.
Okay, I would like to have an opinion about your point on why not do it in our own houses and in our own property. However, the thing about graffiti is that it's not only for aesthetics, but it is also a way to convey messages, and that messages are created in a creative style. So the thing is, if they were to make graffiti on their private property, then like they cannot make that graffiti have any more messages, because like say they're in a suburban environment. By making graffiti filled with messages, like messages that are criticizing on the government and stuff, that message will not be directed to anyone, because it will only be seen by us and the people around us and not the whole public. So by you saying that we should have graffiti in our own private domicile, it destroys some of the purpose of graffiti, because graffiti is not just only for aesthetic but also to convey a form of message. So I would like to ask you for your opinion.
You say, kalau kalian mencoret di kan rumah kalian atau privasi, nah tidak membuat message kalian terdengar oleh pemerintah, atau kalian kan menggambar untuk kritis agar didengar. Mengapa kalian nggak mengumpulkan anggota agar besar seperti dalam satuan, misalnya contoh RT, untuk menggambar di lingkungan kalian, dan kalian sepakati kalau kalian emang pada setuju dengan kritis yang kalian jalani. Nah, jadi kalau kalian menggrafiti atau membuat daerah kalian unik dengan grafiti itu sendiri, walaupun that's kritis, itu akan membuat daya tarik pemerintah untuk melihat message yang kalian berikan dibandingkan kalian mencoret-coret hak-hak milik orang lain seperti di public space. Sedangkan kalau di daerah kalian sendiri itu bisa menjadi daya tarik message kalian bisa didengar oleh para pemerintah. Ya.
Tambahan waktu boleh?
Itu udah tambah 20 menit lebih.
Tambah 5 menit lagi.
5 minutes please.
5 more. Ya.
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 2 menit.
2 menit. Joy lanjut Joy.
2 menit.
Joy,
Joy lanjut Joy.
Habis ini Joy.
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 Lanjutin dong.
Oke. Silakan Al. Al.
Sisa 1 menit 50 detik ya.
Al.
Enggak ada gini.
Oke, jadi dari beberapa kita ini menganggap bahwa misalkan kita berkumpul satu RT dan bersetuju bahwa kita akan memakai propertinya seseorang untuk sebuah properti untuk digunakan untuk menyampaikan sebuah pesan. Namun belum pasti semua orang akan mau, dan masanya itu dalam demokrasi seperti ini kadang-kadang itu satu orang yang tidak setuju berarti semuanya tidak setuju. Kadang-kadang seperti itu, kadang-kadang. Dan juga dengan adanya ini mereka itu terkadang itu perlu mementingkan mementingkan antara dua hal untuk keadilan antara mereka semua, bahwa semua satu orang opini satu orang itu sama dengan semuanya, atau mereka itu harus memprioritaskan untuk mengeluarkan message tersebut. Dan dengannya itu sedikit ribet karena dalam suatu kayak organisasi itu kayak sebuah birokrasi seperti itu, susahnya itu adalah jika ada ide, untuk ide itu tersebut menjadi suatu hal yang jadi, itu membutuhkan suatu proses yang lama banget karena perlu izin banyak. Dan misalkan kalau tadi itu RT, misalkan walaupun itu non formal tapi itu masih lumayan susah, soalnya kan perlu direncanain juga dengan muralnya itu dan dengan semuanya, dan itu tuh membutuhkan waktu yang lama, dan dengan waktunya yang lama itu bakal kayak kebutuhan untuk message itu tersampaikan itu udah hilang.
Berarti kalian
Meski dengan proses yang lama itu, kita itu kan kalian tetap mau mengungkapkan sebuah pesan agar orang-orang atasan yang misalkan pemerintah itu bisa lihat RT kecil kalian ini terpenuhi dengan pesan-pesan di grafiti di tembok yang sangat mendalami, yang menunjukkan keeratan kekuatan kalian sesama sebagai warga masyarakat Indonesia.
ya juga.
Jadi menurut saya waktu yang lama diperlukan untuk persiapan itu worth it.
Terus juga di judul kalian kan membawa kreativitas.
Interupsi waktu sudah habis.
Kalau kalian membahas
Interupsi waktu
message
sudah habis.
itu apa saja.
Interupsi waktu sudah habis.
Time is up. It's already 30 minutes. Guys, ini udah 30 menit. So, sorry. It's already done for the last session of the debat. Thank you for each team for the best arguments that you guys gave to us. Applause buat Thank you.
Kalau ngebahas